Now, our former favourite terrorist, al-Jolani. Isn't it amazing that all a former terrorist needs to do to be loved by the West is put on a suit? Gosh, I hope they all don't get that memo. So he is obviously in town to meet with President Donald Trump. And I make this point, and I've made it before. I understand that we need to have relations with people who are unsavory or in previous lives were unsavory. I get that absolutely. And if he has had some kind of turnaround, or even if he hasn't, if he is in a position of power and he can influence things and a relationship with the US that is positive means that less people will die and it's safer in the region, therefore the West is safer, I get it. Sometimes you've got to do things that feel a little bit dirty for the greater good, I get it. But do we have to be playing basketball with him? Like, the commander of America's Central Command, Brad Cooper, is shooting hoops with a former terrorist. Kevin Lambert, commander of the coalition forces against ISIS in Iraq, so the commander of troops who gave their lives, whose lives were taken by these terrorists, shooting hoops, bouncing the ball. I'd love to know what you guys think. Regular watchers and listeners would know that I spoke about General Petraeus, who I'm really fond of. He and my dad worked together in Iraq. My dad was in Iraq fighting these kind of terrorists. General Petraeus has come on this show a few times now. We showed you this a little while back where he was up on stage with Jolani, and he said this. Have a little reminder.
So this next one is about you personally. How are you holding up under all this pressure? Are you getting time to do some thinking? Are you getting enough sleep at night?
I mean, he's the former director of the CIA. Can someone help me make this make sense? Again, let me make this very clear. We must have relations even with people who are unsavory. I get it. But do we have to make it cute? Do we have to make it cute? I think we can do this, and we can help the Middle East, and we can help relations between Israel and Syria, and hopefully down the track things evolve in a much more significant way. I get that having al-Jolani close with Trump is good for everyone long term, but it doesn't need to be cute. There are mums and dads who lost their sons and daughters at the hands of the exact same terrorists that Jolani used to run around with, used to command, used to give orders to. So I think we can take away the kind of basketball and the cutesy element of this. I'd love to know your thoughts.